A nation's hopes dashed. Vinesh Phogat disqualified. The scene was set. The world was watching. The anticipation was palpable, and the air was thick with excitement and hope. Indian wrestling star Vinesh Phogat, a beacon of hope and determination, was poised to make history. Her journey had been one of grit, perseverance, and unwavering dedication. She had fought her way to the finals of the women's freestyle 50-kilogram category at the Paris Olympics. Each match had been a testament to her skill and tenacity. A gold medal, a dream she had chased her entire life, was within reach. Then the unthinkable happened. Vinesh was disqualified. The crowd was stunned into silence. The reason? She was overweight. A mere technicality, but one that carried devastating consequences. The news sent shockwaves throughout the stadium and across India. Fans and supporters were left in disbelief. Their dreams intertwined with hers now shattered. How could this happen? How could their champion, their daughter, be denied her destiny at the most crucial moment? The whispers started. Questions arose. Was it a mistake? Was there foul play involved? But amidst the confusion and despair, one thing was clear. Vinesh Phogat's Olympic dream had been shattered. Her tears spoke volumes, a silent testament to the heartbreak of a nation. Yet, in this moment of despair, her journey remains an inspiration. Vinesh Phogat's story is far from over. She has shown the world what it means to fight, to dream, and to rise again. As the dust settles, one can only hope that Vinesh will return stronger, more determined, and ready to reclaim her place in the annals of sports history. The weigh-in is a ritual in combat sports, a cold, sterile procedure where athletes bare their souls and their bodies to the unforgiving scales. For Vinesh, it became a nightmare. Reports emerged that she had been over the 50-kilogram limit by a fraction, a mere whisper of weight. Frantic efforts were made to shed those extra grams, hours of agonizing exercise, desperate measures to sweat out every last drop. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. The final reading came in. Still overweight, disqualified, the dream was over. Vinesh's journey to the 50-kilogram category had been arduous. A natural 53-kilogram wrestler, she had made the difficult decision to drop down a weight class. This sacrifice, made for the team, meant grueling training regimes and a constant battle with her own body. The pressure to maintain this lower weight was immense. Every bite, every drop of water, meticulously calculated. Did the pressure to perform, to carry the hopes of 1 billion people, take its toll? Was the weight of expectation too heavy, a burden to bear? The news of Vinesh's disqualification hit India like a tidal wave. It was an unexpected blow that left the entire nation in a state of shock. People couldn't believe what they were hearing. How could this happen to one of their most beloved athletes? Disbelief quickly turned to anger. The initial shock gave way to a fiery rage. Fans and supporters felt betrayed and let down. They took to the streets, social media, and any platform they could find to voice their frustration and demand answers. How could their golden girl be treated this way? Accusations flew, fingers were pointed, heated debates erupted everywhere, from living rooms to online forums. Everyone had an opinion, and no one was willing to back down. Politicians offered words of consolation, but for many it rang hollow. Their promises and reassurances seemed empty. In the face of such a monumental disappointment, the public wanted action, not just words. This was more than just a sporting defeat. It felt like a personal loss to millions. The empty wrestling arenas and the dejected faces of fans told a story of heartbreak and disillusionment. It was a national tragedy. The mood across the country was somber. It was as if the entire nation was in mourning, grieving the loss of a dream that had been so close to being realized, a symbol of hope extinguished. Vinesh had been more than just an athlete. She was a beacon of hope and inspiration. Her disqualification felt like a light had been snuffed out. Yet, amidst the outrage, there was also an outpouring of support for Vinesh. People rallied together, showing their unwavering support and love for their champion. They refused to let this setback define her legacy. Messages of love and encouragement flooded social media. The digital world was awash with positive messages, as fans from all corners of the globe sent their best wishes and support. This was their champion, and they would stand by her no matter what. The sense of community and solidarity was palpable. Vinesh Phogat was not alone in this. She had an entire nation behind her, ready to support her through thick and thin. The rules of the United World Wrestling, the sport's governing body, are crystal clear. No weight allowance, no exceptions. Vinesh knew the rules. She had followed them her entire life. But on this day, the rules were her downfall. Some argued that the rules were too harsh, too unforgiving. They questioned the need for such rigidity, especially in a sport where fractions of a second can determine victory or defeat. But the rules are the rules. And on that fateful day, they were not on Vinesh's side. Just hours before the weigh-in, Vinesh had achieved the unthinkable. She had trained tirelessly, pushing her limits every single day, and now she was on the brink of making history. She had defeated the reigning Olympic and world champion, Japan's Yui Susaki, in a thrilling semi-final. The match was intense, with both athletes showcasing their incredible skills and determination. Her victory, a masterclass in skill and determination, had sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. India erupted in celebration. This was their moment. The streets were filled with jubilant fans, and social media was abuzz with praise for Vinesh. Their golden girl was on the verge of history. She was poised to become a national hero, an inspiration for countless young athletes across the country. But the joy was short-lived. The atmosphere of celebration quickly turned to one of disbelief and sorrow. The weigh-in debacle cast a dark shadow over Vinesh's triumph. A minor miscalculation, a momentary lapse, and everything she had worked for seemed to slip away. Her victory, once a source of national pride, now served as a painful reminder of what could have been. The nation watched in stunned silence, grappling with the harsh reality of the situation. Vinesh's journey from triumph to heartbreak was a poignant tale of the highs and lows of sports. In the aftermath of her disqualification, Vinesh retreated from the public eye. The weight of disappointment, the crushing realization of a dream shattered, was almost too much to bear. Yet those who know Vinesh best speak of her incredible resilience. This is a woman who has overcome adversity before, a woman who has stared down challenges and emerged stronger. The road ahead will be long and arduous, but Vinesh Phogat is a fighter, and the world will be watching, waiting to see what she does next. Vinesh's disqualification has sparked a much-needed conversation about the pressures athletes face, the relentless pursuit of victory, the constant battle with their bodies, the immense weight of expectation. Are we doing enough to protect our athletes? Are we providing them with the support they need, both physically and mentally? Vinesh's story is a wake-up call. A reminder that behind the medals and the accolades, there are human beings with hopes, dreams, and vulnerabilities. We must do better. We must protect our athletes because their dreams are our dreams too.